What's up, guys? Today I'm going to show you how to install a fire extinguisher in your E90 M3 track car. This can work with the factory seats and any sort of bucket seats. As you can see here, I have a pair of Sparco seats, the Pro ADV in the driver with the halo, and then the QRT-C Performance in the passenger seat. So for track days, it's quite important to have a fire extinguisher because you never know. And we have this nice Amerex fire extinguisher here, and we have this bracket from Uline. I think it's like a $15 bracket, and this is a quick release bracket. So when you have a fire, time is obviously of the essence. So you want to be able to get the fire extinguisher out from the bracket as quickly as possible. And this one is super easy because all you literally do is flip it over and then you pull out the fire extinguisher and you're ready to point and spray. So we have this old one that I bought on eBay, and I highly regretted it because it's made out of this really flimsy carbon fiber plastic material. I think it's literally just plastic with carbon fiber lookalike. But when you have I think it's a 3-pound fire extinguisher that's mounted here, and when you're driving, this thing wobbles a lot. Like, it's bouncing up and down. I even had to put a microfiber underneath it to support the weight, and it would still bounce around like crazy. So we got this one from F4 Fabrication. They are also on eBay, but I went directly on the website, and it's a little bit cheaper when you buy from them directly. And this is all really solid steel. And I think the whole kit together was around 100 US shipped from Europe. And what I like about F4 Fabrication is they give you this extension bracket plate. Whereas this one, as you can see, we were limited to only putting it here, and the seat can't actually slide forward and back all the way forward, most importantly. And you kind of sit really far away from the footwell, depending how tall you are. So I don't want to be minimized in how far we can adjust the seat forward, so we're swapping this one out. So all we did, we loosened up the floor bolts on all four, and we actually have to remove the front two. You have to take the rear ones about halfway out, so that way you can, pivot the seat backwards and get the bolts fully out. Now, you don't even really have to remove the bolt fully from out of the bracket. You can just kind of get it out of the hole, and then we can give us enough slack to pull this bracket out. So let's go ahead and do that. Here's the bracket. Solid piece of steel. So let's go ahead and remove this old bracket from the hole. I'm gonna send this one back. And now we're gonna mount up our new bracket in the same exact spot. There we go. And they even give you a little bit of sliding so you can position it where you want. My bolts are 17. Way more sturdy than the last one. Wow. It'll probably still wobble a little bit, but not that much, hopefully. If anything, we can always put the towel or some styrofoam underneath to support it. So here is the mounting plates. I imagine it goes like this because it's their logo, F4. And we're going to need to get these screws out. They also provide these little Wow, this is super thick plastic. Jeez. They give us these little finger knobs to the seat bracket. That would make sense because it's already pre-threaded on the bracket itself. So let's do that. Hopefully these little knobs don't get in the way of the slider handle. Actually, what I notice is this bracket in the back kind of sits on this little carpet hump, so it gives it a little bit more structural rigidity, and we can still move our seat way up now, which is sweet. So now I'm going to mount our extinguisher bracket to the F4 bracket. Let's put one there, and then let's put one here. Yep, it would be right around there. Get our fire extinguisher, and it has to go in a certain way like that. And there you go. So looking from the outside to the inside, this is exactly how it will look. You can see the bracket pushes it so much far forward, so now you can actually move your seat up so much more. If you're a really short driver, or if you just need to get the seat far up for any reason, even though most of the time it'll probably be at there, which is lined up with the driver's side. So yeah. And then what I like about this bracket is you just flip up on that and you pull up. That all came apart because it's not bolted down, but we're gonna do that. We're gonna bolt it down right now, and I'll show you the finished results. And there we have it, guys. Amerex, securely bracketed. It still, I would say, jiggles a little bit. So if you want, you can put like some styrofoam padding or some sort of padding under here, black microfiber, just to hold it more firmly. But you can see now we have the seat up way further, and you still have plenty of room for your hand to slip under there to move the seat back and forth. So just make sure you guys bolt down the seat after you're done with this. Don't forget that. Very important. Super easy install. I'll put the link down below where you can order your brackets, your extinguisher, and the bracket for the extinguisher onto the floor bracket. But this is really nice, and if you guys do a lot of track days, or just for peace of mind, if you have some modifications or your car has a lot of valuable parts on it, this $200 at most total out of the pocket can save your car and your life. So that's it, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video, and we'll see you in the next one. See ya.